So this is yesterday, Monday, the day session. My scenario yesterday, scenario 1, was open around 40. It opened at 33. And then my scenario 1 was for a test down to 19. The LVN. Test the MC VPOC or the composite VPOC at 40. Balance and continue higher to the century, mid-century figure, 50. So market did exactly that. Yesterday, scenario 1. The reason I said 19, I had planned for 19 to respond, is for the LVN around here. It turned obviously at 22. Another area that was expected to give support was the 26 to 29. In this region. Which at the time was the overnight VPOC. Alright, so that's yesterday. Today, scenario 1. Just make a bit more space. Alright, so today, this is the day session profile. This is the overnight session. So the yesterday day session, pit session, we're currently in the value area on top of the VPOC, which also happens to be the overnight VPOC. So the two VPOCs are on top of each other. We're right inside the value area. We've had a impulsive move down and a pull back to the overnight mid. And we're currently trading right on top of the overnight VPOC, so balancing. This impulse was expected to have a continuation, a lower, which it currently hasn't had. Or you may argue that it has already had its extension and it's now correcting. So, scenario 1 for today in blue. We're opening right in the value area. Currently trading at around 41.5. My scenario 1 includes test of the overnight low or the value area low here. Here. Test of the overnight low, value area low from yesterday. Explore the other side of the value area of the pit session, day session. Pull back to the VPOC. And then take out the high and the overnight high. So until up to here, this will be from 33 to 60. That's 30-point range. If we exceed the range higher, I expect there's a gap high, a gap mid, and the gap high. So that's, and then obviously back down. So that's my scenario 1. So key area is the A session, bid session high, the overnight high, we have this cluster here, big zipper in the overnight, so expecting a battle here around 56, and then take out the overnight high, pull back, and if we to continue, get into the gap and close the gap. Scenario 2 in green. So open in the value area on top of the VPOC. So drop your trade, test the high, take out the high actually. Turn in that VPOC, turn in that mid-century area, LVN area, stock zone area. Go back in the composite point of control or high volume node. Chop around. Take out the value area low at 33. And then test the previous day low. At 21, 22. It's the LVN in the stock zone. And if we continue lower, previous week high at 12 or the mid of the gap below us. Mid. So that's scenario 2. For the other scenarios, we are currently inside this balance here. From the 17th and 18th of September, inside that balance, on top of the composite VPOC. We balanced yesterday again, we're balancing overnight. So if we've accumulated enough volume to leave this area and explore prices, I expect scenario 3 to be to the upside, balance leads to imbalance, or the imbalance to the upside, and this scenario 3 looks like this. I'll bring in the value area, Brief test lower. Take out the high of that balance area, this balance area. So the high of this balance area is around 64, 65, 65 quarter, which is the overnight high. Take out the gap. And the gap high. And stop at the low of the template day above us, which is the gap high, sorry. Test the close at the most. Naked close. That's scenario 3. Scenario 4 is if we reject the area of the balance and we drop lower again. Currently we're in an area where we have had a double top-ish already. Today we tested it again, so I expect stronger odds to the upside, but if we have to have scenario 4 for the downside, for the opposite, oops, get the orange, brief test up, burst to the downside, test the century figure, 3000, close the gap. And that's scenario 4. And that is all.